Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, fabulous first grade. Look who's here in our PBS classroom. It's Super Y. Isn't that awesome? Hey, Super Y, I'm so glad you are here in our classroom. It was super great to see you out at Zoo Boo at the zoo. And I hear you're going to be out there this week too. That's awesome, boys and girls. If you'd like to see Super Y out at Zoo Boo, ask your grown-ups to go online and check out the zoo website and buy your tickets. You have to have tickets, so make sure you have a grown-up. Go on the website first because they're filling up fast. But Super Y is going to be there and you don't want to miss it. Hey, Super Y, you are a phenomenal reader, and I was wondering if you had a book that you might want to share with the boys and girls. Ninja! That sounds perfect for this time of year. Boys and girls, here's Super Y's recommendation, Ninja by Ari Chung. You might want to check this out on Sora or at your public library. All right, exciting news. We're about to unveil the number 3 Sora readers for Fresno Unified, and Super Y is going to help us. Let's check out who number 3 is. Viking Elementary School. Go Warriors! Way to go! I'm going to put this up here on our chart. Super Y, thank you so much for coming and joining me in our classroom. I hope you'll come back again, will you? Great! All right, so Super Y is going to join us again in our classroom, but right now we've got to get ready for some learning. Are you ready? All right, let's wake up our brain after all that excitement. I think it's probably already awake, but let's check it out anyway. Good job. All right, boys and girls, we're training our ears to listen for sound. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to play the blending game. You're getting really good at this. Are you ready? Okay, I'm going to say the sounds, and you're going to blend them together to tell me what my word is. Here we go. Sh, ul. Shell. Good job. How about this one? Sh. Brush. Terrific. How about this one? Sting. Sting. Oh, you got it. Sting. It's that tricky ing sound, isn't it? I know. It is a tricky one. All right, now it's time for our fluency. Are you ready? We're going to start with our vowels, and I want you to remember there are 5 of them. Do you remember that? There are 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. There are 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. Great job. Here we go. Short A, apple, ah. Short E, egg, eh. Short I, insect, eh. Short O, octopus, ah. And short U, umbrella. Umbrella, Good job. All right, we're going to go right over here to our words and practice some word building. Are you ready to do that with me? Our focus sounds this week are digraphs. A digraph is when we have 2 letters together and they make one sound. SH says sh, TH says f, and NG, remember that's the tricky one, it always has a vowel with it. So it can say ing if it has an I, eng if it has an A, ong, ung. So I kind of do it fast. Ing, eng, ong, ung. Good job. All right, let's build some words. And look, I have an ing word for us. Ready? St. Sting. Sting. How'd you do? Good job. All right, let's move this over here. And let's build our next word. Are you ready? Okay. Shop. Shop. Ooh, that's something I like to do. All right, let's try the next one. I'm going to put these over here. Okay, here we go. Let's isolate. Remember the TH sound. Math. Math. Great job. You did that terrific. Okay, now it's time, since we've did some word building, it's time for us to use our practice chart, and we're going to read some of those words together. We're going to stretch them and sound them out, and let me get my reading finger here. Here we go. Ship, ship. Shop, shop. Shell, shell. Wish, wish. This, this. At, that. Thing, thing. Long, long. Song, song. Sting, sting. Oh, and remember last week we learned the inflectional ending. That helps us with the NG sound, ing. Rush-ing, clang-ing. And then we have some multiple syllable words that we're going to work on tomorrow. All right, great job. It's time for us to look at what we were talking about, closed syllables. A closed syllable, let's take a look at what we found in our book. When a syllable ends in a consonant and has one vowel, the vowel is usually short. Okay, so it is kind of tricky, but I think you're getting the hang of it. So when we have a vowel and it's followed by a consonant, right away, that tells us the vowel is a short sound. So this says p. Now, that might seem like not very important information because we've been reading these kinds of words for a while. Here's where it gets important. Take a look at some of these words, right? I'm not sure how to read that word. So that's when we can find out how to make the right sound. This word is cabin. Let's say it. Cabin. Let's clap it. Cabin. How many sounds did you hear? Cab-in. Actually, not sounds, but word parts. Syllables. Cab-in. So let's see where that splits. If we split it, we have cab. And if we split it, you know what? I'm going to use an orange pen just so that it stands out a little more. I'm going to split it right there because it's cab-in. Look right here. I have a vowel and a consonant. That's a closed syllable. That means the vowel is going to be short. Here's a vowel, in, and a consonant. That means that is going to be a short vowel. We have two syllables. Both of those syllables are closed. It is a little tricky, but keep working. All right, let's try this one. This word is pocket. Let's clap it and see how many syllables or word parts. Pocket. Did you hear it? Pocket. Okay, here we go. Right there. Pock is the first one. Here's the vowel. Here's the consonant. That is a closed syllable. The ending part is et. Here's the vowel. Here's the consonant. It is a closed consonant. Pocket. Pocket. Good job. I know it's kind of tricky, but you're getting the hang of it. I want you to keep thinking about it, especially when you see words like this. Let's look at this one. This word is go. Is this a closed syllable? Here's our vowel. Does it have a consonant? No, it doesn't. So this one is not a closed syllable. That means the O is going to make a different sound. It's not going to make the short O sound. So we're learning about closed syllables to help you when you're reading to be an excellent reader and writer. Kind of like a detective. You're kind of searching and looking to see what you know about letters and sounds when you're reading. All right, it's time for us to work on our high frequency words. Are you ready? Okay. I want you to make sure you read them with me and spell them out loud. Here we go. All, A-L-L, all. Call, C-A-L-L, call. Day, D-A-Y, day. Her, H-E-R, her. And want, W-A-N-T, want. All right, now I have some sentences for you. Your job is to figure out which high frequency word we're going to use so that it makes sense. Are you ready? Socks have dots. Which one of our words do you think would make sense in this sentence? Her socks have dots? Let's see if you're right. Great job. Now, don't forget, just because I used a capital letter doesn't change the word. It just means it's at the beginning of our sentence. All right, how about this one? What is this? Oh, I ask this question all the time. Are you ready? What day is this? Sometimes it's hard to remember. How about this one? That one. I bet you say this all the time. I want that one. We have a snack. Okay, we've used all of these. We all have a snack. Great job. And I use this to dad. It has to be call. I use this to call dad. Yeah, you did a great job. When you're practicing your high frequency words, I want to make sure that you're writing them, because these are the words that we need to know as fast as we know our name. So make sure that you're practicing not only spelling them out loud, but writing them down. High frequency words are the words we need to know just so fast so that we don't have to use our important brain power to sound them out. And some of them cannot be sounded out. So make sure you're reading them, you're writing them, and you're saying them out loud. And look for them in the books that you're looking at, because high frequency words are those words that show up in lots of text, all kinds of stories, and you will be able to read most of the stories if you know your high frequency words. Great job. Wasn't that the coolest to see Super Y right here in our classroom? Wow, how lucky are we? I hope you will ask your parents to get on the zoo's website and you'll get tickets to go out to see Super Y at the Zoo Boo. That sounds like a lot of fun to me. All right, it's time for us to sing. Goodbye now, the clock says we're done. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, my friends.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun.